Hi, I'm Sean, and I'm a key account manager with Shanghai Optics. Today, I'd like to talk to you about how to source optics from Asia Pacific region. Why would you source your optics from Asia Pacific region? With the global pandemic widely spreading havoc on the global economy, biomedical applications to defense security, the photonics market is surging and thriving. The global photonics will continue to grow at an 8% annual rate in the coming years. Asia Pacific region is the fastest growing manufacturing for photonic products. Most of the best manufacturers are located in China, Japan, South Korea, and Taiwan. In order to make the right decision, all purchasing managers have to make a fair assessment from these three critical aspects in sourcing: quality, lead time, and cost. With quality improvement, over the last 20 years, many lens manufacturers have made great strides in quality and inspection. They've invested significantly in state-of-the-art photonics manufacturing equipment and top-of-the-line inspection devices. High-quality precision optics can easily be sourced from Asia-Pacific region now more than ever. With lead time progress, sourcing from APR is streamlined by daily direct, intercontinental, commercial, and dedicated flights. It barely adds 1 or 2 days to your entire lead time than sourcing from local lens manufacturers. Cost effectiveness is key as well. The sweetest spot of sourcing from APR remains on the cost effectiveness. Pricing to the most competitive globally and will continue to be the same for the next decade. It delivers unbeatable advantages, such as pricing on final product, especially when you're looking for a high production volume with consumer level products. How to source optics from Asia Pacific region? Well, you want to get to know your supplier. Like every good relationship, it takes time. One audit or one order will not get you to the bottom of everything. One key factor to success is starting with a small sample batch and having the patience and resolution to ramp up slowly but surely. Learn about your supplier with one project at a time. Finding the right size suppliers to fulfill your optical needs is the key to success. Bigger isn't necessarily better. If you need speedy service and turnaround time, small to medium companies can be your best option from Asia Pacific region. When cost is important but service is even more critical, you need to spend time to get to know and familiarize with your supplier's service. Service is the single most important factor when it comes to sourcing from Asia Pacific region than any local supplier. There are 3 key hurdles that you'll need to overcome to be successful. Language barrier. English is usually the second language for most of Asia Pacific region. Most of the engineers can read English on paper, but have a hard time speaking directly. Time zone difference. If it's daytime in Asia Pacific region, then it's nighttime in North America, and of course, vice versa. Cultural difference. Any of the above factors can play a huge role in your project and can potentially track your projects. Opt for optical components and lens assembly supplier that have local sales offices and representation that is a mere one text or phone call away is proven to be a tremendous help. Shanghai Optics has sales offices with technical support in North America for the last 20 years, and our average sales executives have over 10 plus years with the company. Know your applications. Making sure the engineering team are on board with sourcing to Asia Pacific region and always supply the most current prints to complete specifications. Your lens manufacturers may not understand or know the details to your applications. It does take time to translate all specifications and requirements onto the prints for lens components and optical assembly. So be prepared to go over all specifications line by line to make sure all specifications are understood by your supplier. Remember, English is usually their second language. Experience counts. The main question to ask: how many years have the lens manufacturer been supplying the North American market? Experience is always key to overcome barriers of language, culture, and time zone difference. Shanghai Optics has 20 plus years experience servicing the global market, and is known for its outstanding second-to-none customer service. Set the right expectations, ignore minor setbacks. Like all things in life, make progress doesn't mean zero setbacks. You have to be patient, working with a reliable contact and patiently sort out all the issues. A smooth product line takes time to build. Having a strong support system from your lens manufacturer, you'll be rewarded with steady, reliable supplier from Asia Pacific region for many years. Communication. Communication is key. Make sure the supplier has sales representatives that speak English fluently on staff. Writing emails and messaging on Skype can only get you so far. Making sure your lens suppliers always gives you the honest answers to address all of your questions and concerns up front. If your email is not answered in more than 3 days, well, you should probably move on from your search and for the next right lens supplier. Metrology. First, have the supplier send you an entire list of their metrology equipment. Second, ask for pictures or videos to show your inspection devices. And finally, make sure your supplier has second state-of-the-art technology for measurement so everyone is on the same page when it comes to quality. Now, in closing, the process for sourcing optical components and lens assembly from overseas can be daunting at first glance, but with the right amount of patience and experience, finding the right supplier, the reward will definitely outweigh the obstacles in the long run. Contact Shanghai Optics for all of your optical needs. Thank you.